How do you deal with being stuck in a creative rut?
Cool. Two answers. Creative block doesn't exist is the first one. And that's my controversial 2 cents to it. Generally, creative block happens because it doesn't excite you or you're not taking care of your, I didn't thumbs up, sorry. Creative block either happens because you are not excited about the work you're doing or your body is needing something from you that you're not giving it. So generally, if I feel stuck, I ask myself, is this exciting? If the answer is yes, then I'm like, cool. What else could be going on? Am I hungry? Am I tired? Have I not stood up for the last 4 hours? Have I not moved away from my computer for the last 4 hours? Those things are like great places to start. And I think from there you will find most of the creative blocks get resolved very easily. But generally, I genuinely believe in the first question that most of the time when I'm creatively stuck, it's because I'm just not feeling it. And then I'm like, why am I not feeling it? Because it often happens with my design work. I'm like, I'm actually not sold on this style. And it's what the client wanted, but I actually have a better idea. And then through exploring that idea, sometimes I end up coming back to a, close parallel and it ends up like solving itself in the middle ground. But if I am excited, then going for a walk, uh, playing Nintendo Switch for an hour, just doing something that I feel like my body needs, like just being very, very aware of like, I'm hungry, I'm tired, I'm sweaty, I need power. That generally helps massively.
That's really interesting. I'm curious, and this might be, I guess, being repetitive, but do you think that creativity can be systematized? Is that like the start of your creative system almost by building those habits?
This is a very, 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 very interesting question and something I think about a lot. I think I there are aspects to it that I can systematize. There are days where I do not feel creative, and on those days I do not create. That is simple.
Mm.
Um, the the tricky thing with creativity is it strikes, and that's not just a cliche. That is a very real feeling. Um, the beauty of being a freelancer is you have the flexibility to let it strike. If it hits me on a Saturday, boy, am I whacking it out on a Saturday. And Thursday, Friday before, I felt like a potato on the couch. We have the flexibility to do that sometimes. So I think um, the systematizing needs to be about when it strikes. How do you how do you put yourself in a state of flow to run with that? Um, like how do you capture that idea very quickly? How do you make it super simple for you to get it out of your system? So if you're working between Notion and Obsidian and Google Docs and you have to keep switching tabs and like if that doesn't work for you, don't do that. Like find a system. If it's jotting it down on paper in your journal, if it's voice noting your mom, like whatever it is, like systematize the thing that happens when the creativity hits.
I love that voice note your mom. Um,
Yeah. I mean, there is literal science on we speak better than we write because the writing is a physical barrier to getting the thing out quickly. And if you can like speak in improv, I mean, a great tip that came from my speaking, I've got a speaker trainer helping me for the talk that I'm giving. And he was like, don't write your first draft, improv your first draft. Because your brain works. And if you can just get into that flow and you record it, you transcribe it, and then you refine. So that's my tip.